guys, it's Shawnee, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101. So today I have a really exciting video for you guys. This has been much anticipated and much requested, and it is a Scentsy review. Scentsy, for those of you guys who don't know, is a company that majors in Tart Warmers, which are basically flameless candles. And here's the basic outline of a Tart Warmer. You have the base, which is this part here, and then you have a little tray that goes on top, and inside the base you have a light bulb. So when you turn it on, the light bulb turns on, you put this on top, and in here you put a block of scented wax. And then the heat from the light bulb will melt the scented wax, and the wax's scent will disperse throughout the room, and you basically have what a candle does. Obviously, the only difference between this and a candle is that you don't have a flame. Now, I find this a really efficient way to do the job of a candle without having the fire hazard of a candle, because obviously if you leave a candle burning and say you leave the house and you forget to blow it out, it's really dangerous because you're not supposed to have an open flame without supervision. With this, because it's just a light bulb, you can leave it on all day, all night. Most people don't even turn their Tart Warmers off, and it's totally fine because there's no open flame or anything like that. Also, when most candles burn over time, you can see that there's smoke and stuff that starts to happen over the candle, and that's because the wick is too long and it's basically burning up smoke instead of burning the wax. In this, it doesn't smoke, so it doesn't, emit those kind of harmful chemicals in the air. Now, before we get too into the review, I do want to put a big disclaimer out there that I was sent these Scentsy products by the company. I was actually contacted by a really sweet Scentsy consultant. Her name is Brittany, and she asked whether she could send me some products for me to test out. And she said that if I didn't want to do a review on them, or I didn't think it was worth a review, to just accept it as a gift in my new apartment, which I thought was really sweet. So I did accept because I had heard of Scentsy before, but I never tried out their products, and I have to say I am super impressed. That is 100% my honest opinion. In this video, I'm going to be not only talking about Scentsy as a company and not only talking about their products, but also comparing them to other products that I have, because I feel like that's probably the most fair way to judge the company. So I'm going to start by just telling you the basics about the brand Scentsy. Scentsy is a company which is kind of like Mary Kay in the sense that they have consultants, and you find a consultant near you and you can buy through that person, and then that person will get a little bit of the proceeds that they sell. If you browse the Scentsy site, which I will link in the bottom bar for you guys, you will see that they have so many types of Tart Warmers. They have these big ones. This is a full-size premium warmer, which I believe these retail for $35. Then they also have the regular full-size, which are not premium. Then they have mid-size premium, they have mid-size regular, and then they have plug-ins. So there are so many types, and then there are also so many designs. They have everything from holiday designs, they have ones for boys, for babies that you can put in nurseries, they have like school sports teams, and they have just everything. I promise you, you will find a Tart Warmer that matches your decor no matter what it is. So now I'm just going to talk about this big warmer that I received. This is called the Nature's Haven Full-Size Premium Warmer, and it looks like this, and as you can see, it is absolutely adorable. The entire warmer is made out of ceramic, and this ceramic here, it's almost like a matte finish ceramic. It's not like the shiny glossy ceramic. So as you can see, this one is absolutely adorable. There are different birds with their nests, there are the little tree branches, the leaves, and the one thing that I love about this is that the design goes all the way around the warmer. A lot of times you'll only see the design like in the front, so it's basically saying you have to keep it out this way, but this design goes all the way around. And then here at the back near the little cord, you can see it says Scentsy, and it's actually like embossed on the ceramic, which I really like. And I like how these birds are protruding, as well as the little tree branches are also protruding, so they're not just like painted on or anything. The quality of this product is just outstanding. It comes with a light bulb, which you do have to install. You just screw it in, and then the top of this just goes on like this. It does have a little dent here, which I like, so when you put it on, it won't just like slide off. And then this one is also like carved out like a little nest, and then it has this little bird sitting here on the top. And then you can see the bottom of the plate says Scentsy, not for food use, which I think is really funny because I don't know, as if I was gonna eat cereal out of here or something, but you never know. This little bird here pretty much sold me on this warmer because none of the other Tart warmers I saw had a little object sitting here on top, and I thought he was just so cute, just like sitting there, and then all the little birds and everything. And I thought this warmer was really pretty. It would go with pretty much any decor because it's a very neutral color. And the warmer is actually a lot bigger than I was expecting. I wasn't expecting it to be so like big, but it totally is. If you can see next to my head, it's like the size of my head. Another thing about these Scentsy warmers is, as you can see, they have holes here, which is awesome because when you turn it on, it almost acts as a night light because light just like shines through the holes, and it adds a really nice like ambiance in the room. I really like that. Now, another thing I did want to mention, which is like a small technicality, but I think it does make a big difference, is it has this on-off switch thing here on the cord, which I really love because you don't have to keep plugging it and unplugging it into the wall. And then also the cord on this is really long. I want to say it's about 3 to 4 feet long, which is really good because depending on where your outlet is, you don't have to like get an extension cord or anything for it. Now, in order to be completely fair, I did want to judge my Scentsy warmer and compare it to this generic Tart warmer that you can get off of Candles by Victoria or on Amazon. Now, this is a Tart warmer that I personally bought myself off of Amazon. I bought it probably about 1.5 years ago. I think I paid about $15, maybe about $17 with shipping for it. So it wasn't too expensive, and I basically just needed it to melt all the tarts that I had. At the time, I honestly wasn't really looking for anything to be too decorative. I was basically just looking for something to do its job, and this does its job perfectly fine. The way this one is laid out is it also has the little tray which you put a tart into here, and then this one has a hot plate, which is different than the Scentsy. The Scentsy has a light bulb. This hot plate, the thing is, it gets really hot, and the hot plate gets hot and you just put this on top and it melts. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of the hot plate just because if you have little kids or pets around the house, this thing gets really hot, and if they put their finger on it, they will definitely burn their finger. And I don't know, I just think for safety reasons, I really like the light bulb. Also, if the light bulb happens to go out, you can just replace it. But if this hot plate happens to stop working for whatever reason, you would have to replace this entire thing because you can't just like, you know, change it out. And then another thing with this is it also has the on-off switch on the cord, but the cord is very short on this. It's probably about 2 feet. So that's really inconvenient depending on where you're gonna put it. Once again, if an outlet is not right next to where you're gonna place this, you would need an extension cord for it. Also, this is definitely not as cute as the Scentsy. Honestly, I don't even keep this out in my room for people to see because I think it's kind of ugly. I really don't like the color of this. When I bought this, it said the color was watermelon, but this is like a disgusting red color, so I don't know what they were thinking when they labeled it watermelon. Honestly, what I do is I just burn my tart in here, I let it disperse throughout the room, and then I turn it off and put it in the closet because I don't like the way this looks. The Scentsy, if you guys look at my previous videos, which I filmed in this room, if you look right like there on the desk, my Scentsy is always there, and a lot of times it's turned on because I love it and I love keeping it out for people to see. So between my full-size Scentsy warmer and this Tart warmer that you can get off of Amazon or Candles by Victoria, which one would I choose? Honestly, I would have to say I prefer my Scentsy. However, if you're only looking for something to do its job and just to melt a tart and you don't want anything too decorative or cute, this one does its job perfectly fine. It works, it melts a tart, it disperses the scent throughout the room. So if you want to save a couple of dollars, you could definitely get this one. It does the same thing, but the Scentsy warmer, in my opinion, is much cuter. If you're looking for something to not only do its job, but to also be a decoration piece, I would definitely go with the Scentsy. Personally, I would pay my own $35 for this. I think it is definitely worth the price. Okay, now we are going to talk about the plug-in warmer that I was sent. This is the Zebra plug-in warmer. I absolutely love this thing. I keep this plugged into my bathroom all day long. The plug-in warmers have a little on-off switch here in the front, which is definitely really convenient, so you don't have to keep plugging it and unplugging it into the wall. Also, the back is 3-pronged, as you guys can see, which definitely makes a difference because if it was only these top 2 prongs, it would not be as sturdy as it is in the wall. And you definitely want this to be sturdy because it has hot melted wax in the top, and you don't obviously want this to fall out of the wall and the wax to go everywhere. This also has a light bulb inside. The way you are supposed to assemble this is this thing comes separate, the light bulb comes separate, and then this little bottom thing comes separate. And you put the light bulb, you screw it in first, and then you put this on and you turn it 90 degrees and it kind of snaps in place. And then at the bottom, if you guys can see, there's a little screw which you're supposed to screw in here so it makes it even more sturdy. So now I can't even really move this to show you guys the light bulb, but it definitely is there. This one also has the holes, as you guys can see, so this one also acts as a night light. When you turn it on, it just glows and it melts the wax and the wax disperses throughout the room. Now you can see this one does not have a removable plate like the full-size one. You're just supposed to drop the tart in here and just melt it like that. That makes it a little bit less convenient to take the tart out when you want to switch scents or if the scent goes out of the wax. The way I pop my tarts out of these tart warmers is I just let the wax melt and then I just pour it out into like a plastic dish or something and then just let it harden up in there, and then I just put a new piece of wax in here and it works perfectly fine. But this makes it a little bit less convenient to like pour out the hot wax because it is attached to this entire contraption here. I know you can also put this in the freezer and the wax is just supposed to pop out. I haven't tried that method yet, but I probably will very soon. Now once again, to be fair, I do want to compare my Scentsy plug-in warmer to this plug-in warmer that I got off of candlesbyvictoria.com. This plug-in warmer, I think I got it for about $15 or so. I got it a while ago, and the features of this is that it has a glass plate on the top which is removable, and then this one also has a light bulb on the inside. It is also 3-pronged in the back, which makes it really sturdy in the wall. And then this one actually has a dimmer switch. Unlike the Scentsy, which just has an on-off switch, this one you can turn it all the way up and make the light really bright and it'll melt the wax really quickly, or you can turn it down and just make the light not as bright and the wax won't melt quite as quickly. Personally, I think it's a good feature, but I don't really think it's like amazing. One thing I do not like though is that this glass thing on the top is not sturdy at all. As you can see, it's not magnetized or anything like that. If you have pets or little kids, this can fall off really, really easily. And if this has hot melted wax, you definitely don't want that getting everywhere. So I don't think this is quite as impressive as the Scentsy one. I also think the Scentsy one looks a little sleeker and a little nicer just in the wall. So out of the plug-in warmers, which one do I prefer? Absolutely the Scentsy. I do think it's worth the price. I think this retails for about $20 or $25. I think it's completely worth it. I would just spend the extra $10 or so and get this one rather than get this one because I'm personally not a huge fan of this one. Okay, and then lastly for the Sensi Bars that I was sent 3 Sensi Bars. These retail for $5 a piece if you were to buy them, and then these are the tarts that you are supposed to melt in the Scentsy warmers. Now I do want to make it clear that you don't have to buy the Scentsy tarts to burn in the Scentsy warmers. You can use any scented wax tart that you already have. If you have some from Candles by Victoria, if you have some from Yankee Candle or any other brand, you can use them in the Scentsy warmer and they will work just fine. The first scent that I chose is called Baked Apple Pie, and you'll notice by the scents that I chose, I personally love the bakery scents, the food scents. I always want my room to smell like a bakery. Now you can see here that you actually get 8 little blocks or little chunks of wax, but they're actually just kind of all one. So what you're supposed to do is you just take this off and you just break it, kind of like a Hershey's bar or something. You just like break it, and this wax is different from any other wax I've used because this is very like, it's like very bendable. It's like a malleable wax. So it's not like the Candles by Victoria scent shots, which are very, very hard wax. This is really like bendable and stuff, so it's really different. I like it a lot. The Baked Apple Pie scent smells super, super cinnamony, so if you don't like cinnamon, you will absolutely not like this. It just smells like cinnamon in your face. It's very, very strong, and personally, I like it a lot. This was the first one I burned, and it made my entire room smell like cinnamon. I loved it. The next scent Scentsy bar I have, which is actually the one that's in both my big and small Scentsy Tart Warmers right now. And this one is called Blueberry Cheesecake. And this one smells exactly like candied blueberries. It's very, very like sweet and like an artificial blueberry scent. The next one I got is called Pumpkin Roll, and as you can see, I have not burned this one yet. This one is the lightest out of the 3 scents that I got. It's pretty cinnamony, but it's very, very subdued. It's not like the baked apple pie, which is like cinnamon in your face. This is more of like a light, sweet cinnamon pumpkin scent. So I really like this. If you don't like really strong scents, I would check this one out. So what are my thoughts on the Scentsy bars? I think that they're pretty good, but I've definitely tried better tarts. I find that the scent dissipates really quickly through these. I feel like when I burn one of these, I probably get about 5 to 6 hours worth of scent throughout them, and then the scent dissipates really quickly after that. So I wish they had a longer scent life. I wish when you burn them it would last for at least 8 to 10 hours, which is what I would expect. That is how long my Candles by Victoria scent shots last. So these don't last quite as long. They are still strong and they do still scent up a room, but they don't last very long. I do like how the wax is kind of bendable. It makes it easy. The thing with the Candles by Victoria scent shots is that you would have to cut it with a knife or something, and that's like an extra step you have to take. With these, you just break them apart and toss them in your Tart Warmer. No big deal. Don't even have to worry about it. So I do like that. But another thing is these are quite expensive for what you're getting. You get 2.6 ounces of wax in these for $5. In the Candles by Victoria scent shots, you are getting 2 ounces of wax for $2. So it's much cheaper to go that way, but at the same time, you would like have to order off another site and stuff. So if you are placing an order on Candles by Victoria, I would just get her scent shots. I think they're better quality and the quantity you get is better for the price. But if you're already placing a Scentsy order, I would just throw 1 or 2 of these bars in your cart just for convenience sake. They're not bad by any means. I'm not saying that they're a bad product, but I have tried better. So that is my overall Scentsy review. I would definitely recommend checking out their full-size Tart Warmers and their plug-in warmers. I think they're amazing. They have such cute patterns, and I think you guys will really enjoy them. The Scentsy bars are good, but I have definitely tried better. I probably won't be buying any more in the future, but like I said, for convenience sake, if you're placing an order, you may want to just throw 1 or 2 of them in your cart. But if you are placing an order off of Candles by Victoria, I would just get some of her scent shots. I think they're better quality. Another thing that I did want to mention is that all of the Tart Warmers came in amazing boxes. This is the one for the plug-in warmer, and you can see it's labeled Scentsy, and then it says Zebra, and then this is the box for the big warmer. Once again, it says Scentsy, and then it says Nature's Haven full-size warmer. I love the box. I think they put a lot of creativity into it, and everything inside was packaged really well. There was a lot of bubble wrap. There was a lot of cardboard to keep all of the products in place. I was a little afraid of this little bird guy breaking off in transit, but he didn't. Everything was packaged really, really well. Also, the box that the products were shipped in said Scentsy across the front, so it was very clearly labeled. You would definitely know what's in the box before you even open it. So I thought that was a really nice touch. Also, you can host a Scentsy party at your house where if you find a consultant that lives near you, they can come over to your house and they'll basically lay everything out. You can invite your friends, your family, whoever you want to invite, and you guys can basically just go through and smell all the tarts, pick out the ones you like, check out the warmers, get what you want, and you don't have to worry about constantly having to order online. But if you don't want to do it that way, you can also order online, and like I said, I'll put a link to the site below. I'm in no way getting paid for the link that's in the bottom bar. I just want to make that clear to you guys. This is just a link for your convenience sake if you guys want to check out the website. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I definitely think this is a good product for those of you who live in the dorms, who aren't allowed to burn candles, or if you live in an apartment and you don't want to worry about an open flame, or even in a house where you don't have to worry about keep relighting and blowing out the candles. This is a really good alternative. Also, this makes a really, really good holiday or Christmas present for anyone anybody. It's not too expensive, $35 for the big warmer, or if you just want to get a little plug-in, it's about $20 to $25. So I think that's a really good Christmas gift. It's not too expensive, it's not too extravagant, but it's really, really cute and it's different. And I think people would appreciate it, especially for those people who you know love candles and such. This is a really, really good gift for them. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. I hope this review was helpful for you guys. If you guys have any other questions that I didn't answer in this video, please feel free to leave them in the comments below and I will be sure to get back to you. So yeah, that's it. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.